All right, so now we are on to the final that I did for my object-oriented programming class, and this time did GUI stuff, and we did it with, as you can see up here, Swing. So I'll kind of show this off here. This is a pretty fun one to do. I worked with GUI stuff in Java a little bit in the past, but it was fun to do more again, and also just now we're doing GUI stuff with C Sharp, which is very similar, and it's a more so I'd call it kind of a mix of Java and Android. But anyway, so this is object-oriented programming. We had to have different classes. So I had this number manager here, which handles the buttons, like a or the operation button. So here you can see add button, add zero, add decimal, and of course add pi, and that's it. And then this one's for specifically the operations. So obviously, let me just scroll all the way up here. This is a kind of a big one. I probably could have split it off into more, but this is kind of operations in general. So you know, uh, your gets, of course, and then of course divide, add. I also should have done this a little better as well. I just could have done, you know, see I'm doing else if temp not equal 0. Why didn't I just do it as 0? And I think it's partially just because, you know, um, goodness me, this was in the era of, it was a huge time crunch. Uh, so that might have been it. But yeah, I definitely, if I made this now, I definitely do it quite a bit differently. But yeah, so just, if that equals true, and then see here, this is a true or false, so all I'd have to do is that's a little bit verbose since this is a boolean, so I could just do p true or just p because it's a boolean. I do suppose this is a little bit more readable, but that's just the improper way to do it. So I have gotten better since I've done this. Now let's show it off and see this is a window calculator. And unlike Android, this is like you'll see it's more like a proper calculator like this instead of just having boxes for the numbers and then signs. So let me do some stuff here. Let's do 44 times 12 and see how it wipes it out. But then you hit equals and there's your answer, just like normal. And do clear there. And then let's do this. Or let's do power first. So 8 to the power of 2. And then 64 there. And then I can do that to the power of, let's just do 2 again. So it can continue on, which is very nice. And then there's the same thing as well. So we can do roots. And then see it's the kind of a, there wasn't a good way to show it on here, but basically you can do any type of root. So let's do a square root of 64. And see there, you get 8. And then of course there's your sin, costan, a log, abstract, percentage. This just appends pi or does pi. This is kind of like abstract, except for abstract just turns it to a positive, where this is just flips the sign, and then let's just add. You can add a decimal point, but I see it's not working because it's not there, and then see it doesn't work if it's empty, but if I put a 0 in there and then I do decimal point, or, oh no, it does. Sorry, the 0 is implied, but see I'm highlighting it there, and it's there. Now, if I just do that time, or no, let's just do point 0, 0, or 022, and then let's just add 1. So we know what the result's supposed to be, equals, and then see there. So yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect for calculator. It was a bit of work to get it to doing because it's graphical stuff. I did a This will be an entire video of its own, but one of my high school classes I did a window calculator, but it had a lot of bugs, and I just showed you there. This all pretty much works as intended. So I kind of based it off of that, but because of the amount of bugs, I basically made it from scratch. So just wanted to point that out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna at some point do a video on all everything that I've done before. Um, I started programming in college, which is just other than the websites was the my two courses in high school. But that's gonna be its own video. And with that, I think this video is over, and I'll see you next time.